Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm in a little bit of a different location. I literally just turned around. Like you can see right here, my ring light. I usually film that way. But I didn't want to mess with fixing up the background. I just need to film this video real quick. So it's going to be my first update for my project Pan Roulette. So if you haven't seen the intro, go check that out. I'll link it below. So my goal for this project was to finish up 10 products or go until 3 months, so that would be about the end of May. So whichever one comes first. So I'm just going to go in order of the products that I had on here, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing was this OCC pencil. It's not really an eyeliner. They don't market it as an eyeliner. It's a cosmetic color pencil in the shade Pool Boy. So it's just a blue. And let me show you where I was. So this is the pencil, and holding it about down to the bottom. So there's not much. Let me actually mark it for real because I keep moving it. Okay, so there is the intro and the first update for this one. So I only used it like once and I sharpened it once. I just don't really know what to do with it besides put it on my lower lash line and smoke it out with something else. And it's a little bit too stiff to use like as an eyeshadow base. So yeah, this one might take a while. And then number 2, I wanted to hit pan on the shade called Harlow in the Kat Von D Ladybird palette, and I did that. So this shade right here, wait. Actually, so it's this shade right here. You can clearly see, I can tell from the viewfinder, that you can see the pan there. So, pretty excited about that. That's the second shade that I hit pan on. Number 3 was the Pacifica Power of Love lipstick in the shade Compassion Passion. So I have used this a few times. So let's hold it up to the line and see where it was. Okay, so it's right here, and you can see that line. I put it to the top of the slant there. So intro and the first update. So I made pretty good progress on that. I should be able to maybe finish it, hopefully. And something I just learned, if you use Pacifica products, you can actually send them back to them to recycle after you finish them, which is awesome because I use up a lot of Pacifica products, especially like skincare and hair care, and I looked and they do take like lipsticks and stuff, so that would be extremely amazing. I hate, like it pains me to have to throw stuff away, but I don't have a recycling program near me, but you can just ship it to them, no big deal. And number 4 was the highlight shade in the e.l.f. contour palette, so I'm not going to spoil the other one, but here is the highlight shade. I've hit major pan on it. And I'm trying to kind of use up around the sides instead of just widening the pan. So it kind of, like, it goes faster, you know? It seems like it goes faster anyways. So we'll see how that turns out. And then number 5, again from the Kat Von D palette, I want to hit pan on the shade Cleopatra, which is this orange one on the end right here. So I can't even really see a dip. Like, this shade is extremely, actually, well, you can probably see the dip right there. I can only see it on the viewfinder, I can't see it in person, that's kind of weird. But I can barely kind of see a dip in it. It's just extremely densely packed. Like when I put my brush in it, nothing, like, you know, sometimes when you put your brush into a product, it kind of kicks up a little bit. That one does not at all. And then number 6 was the shade called Wolf, which is right next to it, that dark brown. You see a little bit more pan, I think, in that one. Number 7 was the OCC Skin Conceal in the shade R0. I'm not gonna, well, I'll try to open it because this pan is like falling out. But I did not use that much of it. I really only used this for cleaning up around my eyebrows or around my lip line if I made a mistake. So, and I tried to use this on my under eyes, and it's like rattling. I tried to use this on my under eyes and on blemishes, and it looks absolutely terrible. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, if other people that use this are doing it differently. I'm not sure. It looks like crap. I even tried to use it as an eyeshadow primer. I can't work with it, so this is going. I'm counting that it's done. And number 8 was again from the Kat Von D palette in the shade called Fur Elise. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's this purple right here. So you can see a little bit of a dip in it. You can see dips in all of them except for this one that I hardly use. Number 9 is this Milani Shadow Eyes in the shade Cafe au Lait. I really like this pencil. I think they stopped selling these because I cannot find them on their website. So I only used that one once or twice in the past, however long it's been since I updated, or since the intro, so that's it right here. You can see I only used up a tiny bit, just like the other pencil. It's slow going, but hopefully if I remember to use it, I am scared of it because I think it's going to take a while to apply it, but it really doesn't whenever I use it. I just put it on and then, you know, blend it out and it looks fine. So I need to quit being scared of it and just use it. I know I can, and it's just, I don't know why I don't. And then the last product is the e.l.f. contour palette, the shade that I use to bronze. So it is this shade right here. So there's a little bit, looks like it's left there, but that's not enough to pick up on my brush to use. So I mean, I might like just finish it off with an eyeshadow brush or something, like using it as eyeshadow, which wouldn't, I mean, like maybe 2 applications left in there. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. So far, I didn't count the concealer as done. I just kind of got rid of it. But I will add in a replacement for that one. So I finished off, or hit my goal, on the shade Harlow in the Kat Von D palette. And then I finished off or essentially finished off the bronzer shade in the e.l.f. contour palette. Okay, so I'm going to draw out 3 new products to add in. I'm so glad because I was getting kind of tired of some of those, even though I didn't really use them a lot. Actually, this month I went like over 2 weeks without using makeup, so I think I did pretty good for what I did. So hopefully if I'm wearing makeup every day, all that stuff will get used up really quick. So there are the things. I thought I had more pieces of paper in there, but I guess I don't. Oh well. Let's see, actually this will be number 11. Let's see what it is. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm rightfully scared. Milani Luminoso. I want to hit half of the pan. What I mean by that is I have started using it, and products like this that are domed are actually, they're not in a metal pan, they're on a little plate. It's like terracotta, and I use this a bit, and you can see, I don't know where I can hold it in the light to show you, but you can kind of, right here, where I've used up the product down to that little plate thing. So I want to, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try to use half of it like that. So I've been focusing my brush on this one side. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see how that goes. This is going to be crazy. But I do use this blush a lot though, so it might not be that big of a deal. Alright, number 12. I got 2. Number 12. The Tarte Loose Powder. So, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I did add some Tarte products into here so I can finish some of those up. So this is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. This is just a little mini size that I got in some, it was a 500 point perk right before I decided to stop using Tarte. So, this one, I hate this powder. Like, I need to pull out this stopper thing because you can only, like, there's just 2 little tiny holes that the product comes out of, and that's it. Like, you have to sit there and shake it and shake it and shake it for anything to come out. And some people, when they do a project pan, they, like, kind of shake the powder a little bit to get it to smoothen out, but this one is not doing that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to actually mark on this thing. We'll see if that proves effective at measuring it. Okay, so you can kind of see that right there. So we'll see how that goes next update. Alright, and number 13. Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So actually, it's not gonna be settled at the right place right at this moment because it was sideways in my drawer. But I was curious about it because I did that foundation comparison video, and when it settled out, because it was sitting on my counter for a couple days, it was right underneath of the letters, the Born This Way letters. So I will just put a little mark there. So right there. It's a little bit over halfway, I think. And this is good too because I don't use brands that are cruelty-free but owned by a non-cruelty-free parent company, which is a category that Too Faced falls under. So I'll be glad to be getting this out of my collection. Alright, predictions for this month. So I'm hoping that I can use up the OCC pencil. Not really use it up this month, but use it maybe like 2 or 3 times, because I only used it once and it moved a little bit, so maybe if I use it like 2 or 3 times a month, it'll be gone. And then the Pacifica lipstick, I think I can get that down to halfway by the end of this update. And then the e.l.f. highlight, not sure, I might be able to use up like a third of it. Then the Kat Von D eyeshadows, I'm not sure about those either because I'm trying to use the Shan XO palette, which I'm panning. I definitely want to use the Milani shadow stick more often because I think it's going to go pretty fast once I start using it. I'm not too optimistic about the Milani blush. If I use it like every single day, I might be able to use half of it. I don't know. And then this Tarte powder, maybe if I use it all over my face instead of just under my eyes, it'll go a lot faster. And then this foundation, I should be able to finish this off at least by the end of the project, if not like in the next 2 updates or so. It's because I don't remember using this foundation that much and it's already halfway gone. Alright, so that is it for this video. Let me know if you're doing a project pan, if you're doing a roulette. I know this is a little bit of a different roulette than other people. They do like a general category or a specific category, but they don't really put in actual products. But I don't have that many makeup products to be able to put in like either vague or specific categories because I will have to have something in mind. I don't just have everything in my collection, you know. So give this video a thumbs up, thought it was interesting. Comment down below if you have any predictions on what I could finish up next month. And subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, especially project pans, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.